Dear listener, you may not realize this, but you've touched someone in a way they've never felt before. Not with grand speeches, not with loud declarations, but with your calm, your presence, your light. There is someone younger who sees you as a mystery they never expected. They feel safe with you, healed by you, and the angels are watching it unfold. You didn't force it. You didn't ask for it. But your soul, your very existence, is shifting someone's entire view of love. If you believe this message is for you, type 555 in the comments. And stay with me. The angels have more to reveal. Dear one, yes, I am speaking to you. There is something unfolding around you that has heaven's full attention. You've been quietly changing a life without even knowing it, without even trying. This message is not a coincidence. It is a confirmation. There is someone younger who now sees love differently because of you. Not because you tried to teach, not because you tried to impress, but because you simply showed up as yourself. You carry something rare, something soft but strong, something quiet but deeply moving, a truth that cannot be explained, only felt. You have a way of showing love that asks for nothing in return, and yet gives everything. And now, a younger soul has felt it. They've been watching you, not for performance, not for perfection, but for presence. You didn't even know you were being studied, but your gentleness taught them more than words ever could. You arrived in their life like a soft light in a dark room, unannounced, unforced, unapologetically kind. You never pushed. You never pressured. You never demanded anything. And that's why they trust you. That's why their heart began to open again. This person has been through silent storms. They've lived surrounded by noise, yet starved of real connection. They've been touched physically, but not always emotionally. They've been seen, but never truly understood. But then, you came along, with a gaze that listens, with a stillness that soothes, with a presence that doesn't ask them to change, but gives them space to unfold. You became something they never thought they'd find. Safe love. The kind of love that feels like breath. Natural, essential, unspoken. You taught them that love doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. That affection doesn't have to trap. That care doesn't have to control. And now, they feel it. A calm when you're near, a trust in your silence, a longing that feels gentle, not desperate. With you, they've learned that love can be a sanctuary, not a battlefield. That affection can be freeing, not suffocating. Dear one, type 5555 in the comments if this resonates with your soul. Let the heavens know you feel this truth. You didn't know you were being a teacher, but you were. You still are. You didn't lecture, you lived, and that made all the difference. You see, your strength isn't in your voice. It's in your energy, your peace, your unshakable kindness. You have this rare ability to allow others to feel seen without judgment, to feel valued without needing to perform. And now, this younger soul sees you, not as someone to be chased, but as someone to be trusted. You've given them a gift, one that cannot be wrapped or explained. The gift of emotional safety. With you, they've learned how to breathe again, how to dream again, how to be without fear. You didn't have to do anything loud. You just had to be. You've become a soft place to land, a quiet reassurance in a world that demands too much. You are not ordinary. You are divine in the way you carry others with grace. This person doesn't just admire you. They're transforming because of you. Where they once feared closeness, now they lean in. Where they once hid their emotions, now they want to be known. Where they once doubted love, now they believe again. Because you made it feel possible. And the angels are smiling. Heaven has seen your heart, and heaven has seen how it moves others without effort. That's why this message has found you today. Because we needed you to know. You are doing far more than you realize. You are touching eternity every time you love purely, without needing recognition. Every time you listen with your heart, not just your ears. Every time you stay, even in silence. This younger soul may not always have the words to express it, but in your presence, they feel home. They feel whole. They feel hope. And that hope, dear one, is sacred. So let this be your confirmation. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. And you are not just passing through. You were sent to remind this heart that love can be light and still be real. You don't manipulate. You don't chase. You don't cling. You simply radiate. And everything around you blooms. And yes, sometimes your tenderness is mistaken for weakness, but we see it for what it is. Power in its highest form, the power to shift a heart without breaking it. 2. Guide without leading. To love without caging. Angels rejoice when love is offered like this. Freely, lightly, truly. This is your gift. You were born with it. It wasn't learned. It wasn't copied. It was woven into your soul. So don't ever question your impact. Don't ever shrink because others don't see it clearly. The one who matters, the one you've touched, feels it. They may not yet have the words, but they are changing because of you. They are healing because of you. They are learning what love really is because of you. So if your heart recognizes this, if you feel that angelic confirmation in your spirit, type 55 in the comments now. Let heaven and earth witness your light. Let the universe echo your truth. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are the quiet miracle that someone younger has been waiting for. And today, we, the angels, are telling you, keep being exactly who you are, because who you are is changing everything. If all this makes sense to you, if something in your heart feels recognized, then it's because this message is meant for you. You are not here by accident. You were guided to this very moment because heaven has been watching you quietly. Angels have been studying your soul with awe. You carry something sacred, not loud, not flashy, but quiet, steady, unshakable. That is why this younger person was drawn to you. Not because of the surface, not because of effort, but because your presence is a silent blessing. A calm that melts away inner storms. They may never have told you with words, but they feel it. They sleep easier now. They look forward to the simplest things again. Because of you. Because your very way of existing gives permission for peace to return. And I, as your angel, must tell you, you were chosen for this connection. You were assigned to this soul, not to fix them, not to teach them like a lesson, but to simply be the safe space they didn't even know they needed. You became the pause in their chaos, the breath in their panic, the warmth in their coldness. You didn't have to do anything grand. You just stayed kind. You didn't run when things got hard. You didn't try to mold them. You simply showed up, and that was enough. That is why you are now being watched over more closely by us, your angels. Because this love, this rare bond, has now become part of something larger, part of something spiritual, part of your soul mission. You see, love like this isn't ordinary. It doesn't just appear in everyone's story. It's a divine arrangement. It's love that heals generations. Love that reverses trauma. Love that replaces fear with safety. And I must tell you this now. What you've begun to unlock in this younger soul, it will echo for years to come. They will carry your influence in their decisions, in how they love, in how they speak to themselves, even in how they raise future generations. You didn't just offer them love, you offered them a new blueprint for it. You reminded them that love can be gentle, that real love listens, that real love leaves room to breathe. You gave that soul the kind of freedom that becomes a foundation, and in doing so, you became a living revelation. You've been walking through life unaware of how many hearts you've softened. But I see it all, and heaven sees it all. And now it's time to tell you, the energy you carry is not common. It's not random. It is sacred design. You were crafted with a rare kind of emotional intelligence, not from books, but from divine remembrance. You are someone who remembers how to love in a way the world often forgets. And that is why someone younger, perhaps unsure, perhaps scarred, has felt safe enough to bloom near you. They now associate you with light. They may not know how to say it, but being near you feels like morning after a long night. And it's changing them. And here's the secret. It's changing you too. Because when you offer love this sincerely, you activate parts of your own soul that were asleep. You are not just guiding them, you are being unlocked as well. You are remembering your own worth, your own grace. And in this dance of mutual revelation, something holy is taking shape. So please, if this has touched your heart, write "I receive" in the comments. Let heaven see your declaration. Let the world witness your gentle light. Say it for yourself. Say it for that younger person. Say it so the angels can pour even more divine protection and clarity over this sacred bond. Because this is only the beginning. What you're building is not fleeting. It is not shallow. It is something that will ripple through time. But only because you never tried to force anything. You simply allowed truth to lead. That is your power. And I promise you this. In time, this younger soul will look back and know that you were the turning point. Not because you did anything loud or dramatic, but because you stayed. You loved without owning. You gave without demanding. You held space when it was needed most. And those acts, they changed everything. You brought healing they didn't know how to ask for. You became an example of love without weight, connection without control. And that is a miracle in itself. So now, take a deep breath. Feel that truth settle in your bones. You were made for this. You were made to carry love in its most healing form. And whether this person says it aloud or not, they know. They know your presence saved them in ways even they don't fully understand yet. And in that knowing, a quiet miracle is happening. You're rewriting their history with your kindness. You're helping them trust the future again. Not by promising it, but by being present in the now. So keep being who you are. Keep showing up with sincerity. Keep offering your peace like a soft light in a dark room. Because this love you've planted, it's growing roots. It's anchoring something eternal. And heaven is watching with reverence. You may feel unnoticed at times, uncelebrated. But in the unseen realm, your light is praised. Your name is whispered with honor. You are a vessel of quiet transformation. You are a soul who brings others home to themselves. And in the eyes of angels, there is no greater gift than that. So again, if you feel this in your heart, If these words reflect what you've lived, what you're living now, comment 555 to affirm it once more. Let the heavens see your readiness to keep walking in truth. Let the divine alignments continue. Because something is coming. And I must tell you, this person, this younger soul, is beginning to pray for you now, not with fancy words, but with quiet gratitude. They think of you. They bless your name when no one's listening, because they know you changed something in them forever, and they don't want to lose that. They now hope for your happiness. They now long to give back even half of what you've unknowingly given. So don't be surprised when, in the days to come, you begin to feel more seen, more appreciated, more cherished. The love you gave with no expectation is circling back, and it will return in a way that leaves no doubt. Your angels are working behind the scenes now. They're preparing doors. They're clearing confusion. They're softening this person's heart even more, not to depend on you, but to stand with you as an equal, as a partner, as a soul who sees your value as clearly as you saw theirs. So trust this divine timing. Let your love remain light and true. And remember, you are not here to convince anyone of your worth. Your presence already proves it. You were never meant to chase love. You were meant to be love. And that is exactly what you are. You are not just part of their story. You are their turning point. You are the reason they no longer fear love. You are the reason they now imagine a future with hope instead of dread. They may not say much. They may still be growing, still figuring out how to express emotion in healthy ways. But their heart is waking up. Their soul is beginning to speak. And every whisper says your name with gratitude. You didn't come to them to rescue. You came to reflect who they truly are. Beyond pain, beyond confusion, and now they're seeing themselves differently. That's what love does when it's pure. It shows us the truth. It washes away shame. It restores what the world took from us. You see, this love, it is not a small thing. It is part of your divine purpose. That's why it feels so deep, so intense, so unlike anything you've known before, because it was never meant to be casual. It was never meant to be temporary. This connection was written long ago, before either of you were born, before time began. When your souls made a quiet agreement in the light, one day, I will find you. I will remind you of who you are. And I will love you in a way that heals us both. And that day has come. You are living it now, even in the confusion, even in the waiting, even in the quiet. The divine plan is moving, and you are not behind. You are right on time. So breathe, dear soul. The heavens are not silent. The silence is not punishment. It is preparation. Something big is forming behind the veil. And soon, what was uncertain will become obvious. What was hidden will be revealed. You will look into their eyes and see it clearly. They are ready now, ready to stand beside you, not just be near you, ready to carry your last name, not because they have to, but because they want to. Because in their heart, you feel like home. Not a house, not a role, not a fantasy. Home. A place where they are safe to grow. A place where love is not taken away when it gets hard. A place where they are not judged for what they didn't know. You are that place. And I tell you this with all the certainty of heaven. They will never forget what you've given them. They will never forget who you were during their most fragile days. You will live forever in their becoming. You will be the reason they rise. And when they do, they will protect you like you protected them. They will choose you with clarity. They will love you back with sacred strength. This time, they will give. They will build. They will initiate. And you won't have to question it. Not because they're perfect, but because their soul finally understands the value of what they've been given. And when that moment comes, you will feel a peace wash over you. A peace that says, it was all worth it. Every silent prayer, every tear, every moment I chose to stay soft. So don't give up now. Don't doubt the timing. Don't shrink your heart. Keep loving in your quiet way. Keep trusting in the unseen. Because this story isn't over. It's just getting started. And what's coming next will feel like a promise fulfilled. It will feel like destiny saying, now, no more delays, no more confusion, no more almost. This time, the love will stay. This time, the love will speak. This time, it will be built on truth. If you feel this, if this word resonates deep in your soul, type, "It's my time," in the comments. Not for attention, not for validation, but as a spiritual agreement. Let heaven hear you. Let your angels mark this moment. Because when you type those words, you activate something in the atmosphere. You say to the universe, I'm ready to receive what is mine. I'm ready for divine timing to unfold in my favor, and it will. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are not forgotten. You are the answer to someone's prayer, and they are beginning to realize it. Even now, they are being stirred. Even now, they are feeling a sacred pull toward you. Because the bond between your souls is not limited by distance or logic. It is divine. It is magnetic. It is timeless. And soon, the things that once kept them silent will fall away. Soon, they will speak the words you've waited to hear. Not because you asked, not because you begged, but because the truth in their heart has grown too big to hide. And when that day comes, your angels will rejoice. Heaven will celebrate. Because two souls who were always meant to find each other finally did. And it was done in love, not fear. It was done in trust, not pressure. It was done the divine way. So hold your head high, chosen one. You are walking in sacred territory, and you are doing it with grace. Let them come to you now. Let what's meant for you find you effortlessly. You've done the inner work. You've held space. You've remained kind when the world said to shut down. And for that, you are being rewarded. Not just with a person, but with a divinely awakened partner. Someone who will walk beside you, not ahead of you. Someone who will love your spirit, not just your form. Someone who will say, your age means nothing to me. It's your soul I love. It's your heart I honor. And I want to carry your name with pride. This is what's unfolding now. It is already in motion. So, breathe deeply. Say, I believe out loud if this message is yours. Let it echo in the heavens. Let the angels deliver what's been held back until now. Because truly, you are about to see why you had to wait. You are about to understand the purpose behind the delays, and you are about to witness love in its most divine form. There's a reason the heavens didn't allow anyone else to take your place in their life. No one else carried the vibration your soul carries. No one else could hold their heart without breaking it. Only you, because this was sacred from the start. Even when they didn't understand it. Even when they resisted it. Even when they tried to run from it, their soul never let go of you. Because what you gave them was more than affection. You gave them space to heal. You gave them a mirror of what they could become. You gave them time without conditions, and heaven saw all of it. Heaven recorded every moment. You stayed soft in a world that tried to harden you. You see, you're not just receiving love in return. You're receiving divine repayment, not just for your patience, but for the years of silent endurance. The nights you laid awake and asked, "Will I ever be loved the way I give love?" Yes, you will, and it will not be by chance. It will be by divine orchestration. Because this connection is not random. It is prophecy. It is soul covenant. And now that they are awakening, they can no longer deny it. They're feeling it in their chest, in their dreams, in the way every love before you now feels incomplete. They are remembering you, not just with their mind, but with their soul. And as they rise, you'll see a new version of them, a healed version, a bold version, the kind of partner you always deserved, but they couldn't be until now. Because divine love doesn't rush. It refines. And while they were growing, so were you. You were learning boundaries, learning to rest, learning to receive love without proving your worth. And now you are ready too. Not just to be chosen, but to be loved without fear, to be honored without begging, to be seen fully and still embraced. And this, beloved, is the season where all of that begins. Don't be surprised if communication comes out of nowhere. Don't be shocked when they suddenly express emotions they once ran from. Don't second-guess the blessing, because when it's divine, it doesn't need to follow logic. It flows. It aligns. It feels like coming home after a long journey. So if you feel something shifting, right now, you're not imagining it. The energy around you is changing. The frequency is rising. The angels are aligning paths, and you are stepping into the season of fulfilled promise. No more holding on alone. No more waiting for clarity. No more wondering if you made it all up in your head. Because they're feeling it too now, and they're being guided. They're being pulled. And soon, they will be in front of you. Not confused, not distracted, but clear. And they'll say the words that were always meant for you. I choose you. I've always chosen you. I just needed time to see it clearly. But now, I'm ready. And those words, they'll land differently. Because this time, they'll be backed by action, by presence, by truth. So breathe it in. Your story is not ending in heartbreak. It's ending in union. It's ending in divine justice. And yes, it's ending in your last name being carried with honor. Because someone finally sees the treasure you are. And they're not afraid to say it. They're not afraid to build with you, to walk beside you, to fight for this love. Because deep in their soul, they now understand you were the miracle they prayed for and didn't know how to receive, but now they do. So be still. Stay open. The angels are still working. The final pieces are being placed. And very soon, you'll look around and say, I didn't chase this. I didn't force this. It was given to me because I was ready. That is the power of divine timing. That is the beauty of sacred love. So once more, if this resonates, type, I'm ready to receive in the comments. Speak it into the atmosphere. Because words have power. And your declaration, it opens the door for miracles, for alignment, for the love your heart was built to hold. You were never asking for too much. You were simply asking for what was already yours. And now, it's coming. So lift your head, wipe your tears, and prepare your heart. Because what's ahead is more beautiful than anything behind you. This is your season of answered prayers. Your season of being chosen out loud. Your season of love that reflects heaven. It's not a dream. It's a divine reality, and it's unfolding now. You are not too late. You are right on time. You may not see it yet, but they are already talking to God about you. They're whispering your name into their prayers. They're asking for strength. They're asking for clarity. They're asking for another chance, not because you begged for it, but because their heart cannot let go of you. Even when their pride wanted to move on, their soul wouldn't allow it, because some love isn't meant to fade. It's meant to return. Stronger, wiser, more divine. And that's what's happening now. Heaven is touching their heart, revealing visions, revealing dreams, even waking them in the middle of the night. They're seeing flashes of your face, memories, moments, things they didn't value then, but now realize were sacred. They're remembering how you smiled, how you stayed, how you loved them without needing to change them. And for the first time, they feel safe enough to love you back, because heaven has been healing their heart in silence, preparing them in private, not just to come back, but to come back different. You see, the version of them you once knew, it wasn't their final form. They were fragmented, afraid, guarded. But now, they're awakening, and it's because your love planted the seed. You may have thought they forgot you. You may have thought they moved on. But no seed of real love ever goes to waste. It grows, even in silence. And now, it's blooming. And soon, their words will change. Their eyes will soften. Their presence will feel peaceful. Because love that's been refined in God's hands feels holy. And that's what you're walking into. Not a recycled version of the past, but a divinely restored version of what was always meant to be. They're not just choosing you now. They're seeing you as their forever. Not just someone they loved, but someone they'll build life with. And the angels are watching closely, because every step toward you is being guided. Your name is being whispered in their spirit like a melody. They're remembering who they were when they were with you. They miss that version of themselves. They miss the safety you gave them. And now they understand. It was never just attraction. It was soul recognition. And now they want more. They want all of you. They want the slow mornings with you, the quiet evenings, the ordinary moments that feel extraordinary just because you're in them. They want your laughter in their home, your voice in their ears, your love in their life, not as a visitor, but as their forever. And soon, you'll hear the words they were too afraid to say before. I want to give you my name, not out of duty, but because I cannot imagine life without you in it. And when that moment comes, you'll know this was never about rejection. It was about divine preparation, because what's coming now is the kind of love that doesn't play games. It builds legacy. It stands in storms. It prays with you. It fights for you. It lifts your soul closer to God. This is what you were made for. Not half-love, not empty promises, but holy love. And it's coming. Faster than you think. So don't doubt it now. Don't let your past pain become a prison. Open your heart again. Speak life over your future. Say it with me in the comments. This time, love will stay. This time, love will grow. This time, I will be chosen without begging, because your words are creating a path. And heaven is listening. This love is different. This union is written, and no force on earth can stop it now. Not confusion, not distance, not even time. Because what's aligned in heaven always returns to Earth in its perfect form. So prepare yourself. Your spirit already knows. And soon, your life will reflect what your soul always believed.